Now, today we're going to try and show you how to examine your dog's mouth. This is Poppet, and sometimes the first clue that we have that dogs have got some dental disease is bad breath. So often you'll just get a horrible smell, and that can be the thing that indicates it to us. So when we're going to have a look, it's always useful if you can to have them at this kind of height, because then you're not bending down, you're not frightening them by being in their faces, because it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. Thank you. So we'll hold the head nice and firmly, we'll lift the lips up at the sides, and if we can, open wide. Good girl, that's it. Okay, now in that 2 seconds I can see that around the gum line here, where the tooth meets the gum, we look for things like redness, or if the gum's shrunk back from the tooth. We look for things like broken teeth. They're very easy to see. It's not always very easy to see if the teeth are wobbly. And if you have a dog that's got a small mouth like this, it's not always easy to see these teeth that sit right at the back here. But as you can see with Poppet, now she's yawning, we can see these lovely molars at the back here very well. You can also see the line of the gum, sorry Poppet, here, where the tooth meets the gum here. And this is where we look for the redness. That gives us an indication that there's any infection going on in the gum as well. Also, if we're examining dogs' mouths, it's worthwhile looking at the tongue. People tend to miss the tongue. What we're looking for are cuts on the tongue, things that make them drool, so areas of soreness on the tongue, areas of redness on the tongue. As far as the gums are concerned, once we've examined them and we can see that there's no infection in there, no redness in there, and that they're actually sitting over the teeth where they belong, and we can kind of settle ourselves that we're alright. There's no broken teeth in Poppet's mouth. Most adult dogs have got about 42 teeth, so there's a little mouth with a huge amount of teeth in it, which can lead to problems like overcrowding in short-faced dogs. So often we'll see bits of tartar and plaque that are stuck up right here at the gum level. Tartar is the hard kind of barnacle stuff, and plaque is the softer gooey stuff that we can actually rub off with our fingers. A lot of dental disease can be prevented by getting your dog used to having their teeth brushed if they'll tolerate it. Sometimes if they have a very sore mouth, it's very difficult then to get them to tolerate having their teeth brushed. But if you have a dog that's very young, you can very easily get them used to the idea. We tend to use various different kinds of toothbrushes. We have one that's got a little tiny bristly end and a rather bigger bristly end. Also we have things like this that slide onto your finger, and if dogs they don't mind having their mouths handled, it tends to be a little easier for you. But often the way to get them used to the idea is to just introduce them to the toothpaste. Dog toothpaste tastes nice. Ooh. Good girl. Then they get used to the idea that this isn't actually a scary thing. That's not too bad, is it? There we go. So she's now kind of got the idea that the toothbrush and the toothpaste isn't entirely unpleasant. So if we're going to try and brush, same thing, nice and firmly. It's better to start with these teeth that are either on the side or at the back. Thank you, Poppet. I'll turn it this way. Thank you. There you go. Yes. Yes, honey. Oh, that's nice. There you go.
That's not Poppet making that noise in the background.
These teeth that are at the front are like ours, and they can be a bit sensitive if you're not careful, so trying to brush the teeth can be a bit off-putting sometimes. So we tend to go either to the canines at the side or these nice premolars and molars at the back. It doesn't take much, and that gentle... Sorry, I've had enough now. There you go. That gentle brushing action is enough to get the plaque from between the teeth and the gum margin, which is where most of the dental problems start. Most dental problems tend to be between the top of the tooth and the gum line. So when we're looking at mouths, that's where we're going to focus. I think if you have a dog that won't tolerate having their teeth brushed, there are various things that you can buy as well. Actually, there are chews that you can buy, there are treats that you can buy, there are toys that you can buy that help produce saliva, and that saliva helps to wash the teeth off as well. So if you do have a dog that doesn't necessarily like having their face touched or their teeth brushed, because it's not everybody's cup of tea, there are other things that you can do to try and help your dog. Dental disease is something that you can't ever stop. You can slow down the process, but it's not something that you can ever stop properly. Okay, sweetheart. Brushing the teeth is gold standard, but if you can't brush the teeth, there are other options that are available to us as well. Well done, Poppet.
Good girl.
Well done. That was very clever.